Okay, here it is. I finally got Ezra to sit down and record this with me.
Just waiting on him to call me.
So, yeah, survival trip. The stipulations, we couldn't bring any seasonings, couldn't bring any shelter, couldn't bring any more than a 20 ounce of water each.
No sort of shelter, cot, blanket, pillow, none of that. Just the clothes that we had on.
Yep.
I did bring my coat, my big coat that I wasn't wearing initially. Brody just literally had on.
I think I had less than I could have brought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have tossed on another sweatshirt.
And I think I'd have been in the clear.
Yeah, you were still in you look like you were missing something to your outfit right off the bat. But yeah, I could bring fishing rods, all that stuff.
But yeah, the stipulation, so if we succeed all that,
yep.
2 nights.
2 nights.
3 days.
3 days.
And
48 hours.
48 hours, and we each get $500 if we complete that.
Per mark.
Yep. And then, so, you guys get to see if we did.
Should be a good time.
I thought you just wanted your pictures for yourself.
I just want to know why. Well, then I won't.
Mid-argument.
I'll have to send him the bomb.
We just got
Well,
here.
then,
What's up, YouTube? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Remember to like and subscribe. Grandpa, hurry up.
Oh, don't say that.
the boys are going on a survivor trip.
Yes, we are.
And I worry.
Specifically about me, because apparently I'm the weakest of the brothers. Grandma and Grandpa voluntarily taking us to our demise. How do you feel right now, Ezra?
Feel good. I feel optimistic. I feel like it's gonna be a breeze.
It's gonna be easy.
It's gonna be easy.
I'm not even worried.
Bye.
Bye, Dinas.
Let's get this canoe
Thanks,
in the
Grandpa.
water. Thank you. Love you. Here, I'll get the front. You get the back. God, good Lord, Brody. Is it gonna stay up? We're getting him in. Brody's not the most stable or light person I know.
I'm pretty light.
You are. If you're one of those things, you're stable.
PE camps.
Alrighty, and we're off.
Okay, we are off.
Oh, all right, we're officially off on our adventure. It's not gonna be free, but it is nice out. It's about a 7-mile stretch. We're gonna stop. What do you think? About 4 miles? 5 miles?
Yep, bye.
4 or 5 miles in. Is that second sandbar? Probably 4. Probably 4. 4 miles in. That's our sandbar. We already scouted this little stretch. Outside of this, it does get pretty shallow once we get past this bend in the river way up there.
Yeah.
But
I've been losing
yeah.
weight, so it's easier for you to carry me through the section.
Yeah, well, Brody, if anything, feels a lot heavier. Yeah, should be a good time. I'll turn this back on and we do something that's not just paddling.
Pretty optimistic to start.
Yeah.
You were real. I mean, I was too. You were real. Bee camps.
I was pretty happy. I was like, this is going to be so easy. I just I don't know what I was even expecting, but I just the whole time I'm smiling, happy. Even you were, though. You were also optimistic.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we could do it, but I don't know. Brody's just catching strays right from the beginning.
You made I think 6 fat jokes or something.
Within the first 3 shots.
A ludicrous amount.
Yeah.
Just a ludicrous amount.
And that subtle foreshadowing for the rest of the trip.
Oh, it gets way worse. Way worse.
Yeah.
Well, Brody had to get out. Why'd you have to get out, Brody?
My right leg is completely numb.
Because his right leg is completely numb. Oh my God.
Circulation.
Well, yeah, because you got extra small on.
What are you talking about?
So this is our 5th stop, and we're 10% into the trip.
No.
Maybe you shouldn't have eaten 9,000 calories yesterday.
At least it wasn't.
Ready? You just push it back into the water. Got it. I'm gonna get it flipped around. All right, is your right leg okay? Oh my goodness. All right. And we're off.
I was being very much unnecessarily like mean to Brody.
You think so?
But watching these back, I'm getting very worked up again. Like watching these, I'm like, oh man.
In your mind, like when you're watching this, what have I done so far that's like what has compounded to this moment for you to get mad at me here? Can you like explain that?
Nothing. I don't know, just your optimism. I feel like I have to be just kind of like that.
Oh, the foil. Like,
yeah, like
okay.
I gotta be something different than that. We can't both be optimistic, then we die or something.
I guess for like the storyline.
Yeah,
But dude,
I
like,
just felt like that was the role that needed to be filled.
well, 10 hours later, you took it real seriously.
I did.
Because like I think I was literally just sitting somewhere, and you just like were casting stones, just taking shots wherever you could.
That's a ways away still, but yeah. This is after the 5th stop, so I pushed Brody.
At least 5 times.
Yeah, 100 yards, 80 yards at this point in a canoe in 6 inches of water. So.
Well, and you were mad because like you thought the clothes that I was wearing.
Yeah, I was just judging you.
And then the clothes were why my leg was going numb. Because like I had like 3 layers on, but they were all constricted like the knee. So.
Yeah, we had to stop like a mile in.
It was not very far, yeah.
Oh, my leg is numb.
All right, number 5, 6. Outside of Brody's diabetes leg. Yeah, you're literally Denise Smith. I got it. Calm down. Getting you over here. Stick. Oh my God! Look at these snags up here, dude. Crank it. Yep. Crank your left. All right, and then stay to the left of this. Nope, to the left. Yep. Crank it. Yep. Yep. We're good. Dead straight.
Right, slow, in case you hit something.
No, fast. It's like what I was told when I was young. All right, left or right?
Left.
The left?
The left. Actually, a floating stick.
Number 8. Yeah, tough, ain't it, Brody?
That's like kind of scary what he's doing now.
Oh my God, we found a shelter that's already built. Dude, look at that.
Squat game.
Dude, perfect fish spot, perfect shelter. They're probably not home for the weekend, and if they are, well, we got axes. I have decided that if we do get too hungry and don't catch any fish, that we will just cut off a pound of Brody, toss it on the fire.
I mean,
I'd be able to. I think I can survive the rest of my life eating Brody. There's enough there.
There's not enough there.
I eat a pound of beef a day. You could last me over a year. Fat piece of garbage. Big news. Fish. You see it in frame?
Fish word.
Fish. He smoked it, followed it all the way to the boat.
Yep. Unfortunately,
I refuse to eat smallmouth, and it's also really early in the
we're
trip.
not hungry enough to eat that.
But a good fish nonetheless. Not really, but man,
Yeah, he's a good looking fish.
he's pretty. He's got his fall colors. Man, that's a good sign, Brody.
I agree.
All right, let's get a release on this guy.
I was just happy again.
I'm happy.
I'm gonna stop bullying me for 15 minutes now.
For 15 minutes, that's all you get.
We have made it.
We made it. How am I gonna get you up this? Come on.
Let's get, hold on. We're gonna go.
Go, just keep doing it. God. Next time wear some freaking rubber boots. Freaking idiot. Oh my God. All right. We are officially here on the sandbar. Should be pretty nice area.
All right, we have made it. This is kind of where we're going to be staying tonight. The dried out creek bed. So the goal right now is to pick out a shelter spot and hopefully get some water boiling. We're going to dig a hole to get the water out of. Then we're going to boil the water. Then put some iodine tablets in and drink it out of a life straw. But while I'm getting that ready, Ezra's going to start chopping firewood. And right now we're just kind of figuring out a spot to pick out a shelter.
We got there.
A lot of you being incompetent.
How? Describe how.
You just had to be there. You just had to be there.
Well, they can see the video where you're like, there's at one point I'm like getting out at the microseconds I can to pull the boat ashore, and you already have some remark where you're just pissed off at something I did.
Yeah, you know what? No regrets. You deserved it. I mean, I trust myself. You're making me mad in the moment. I might not make sense now, but by golly, it made sense in the moment.
It's just true to you.
Yeah,
it's true to you.
You were really heavy pushing through 2 inches of water with a 70-pound canoe and a 400-pound Brody.
A 400-pound.
But yeah, and then I gave the camera to Brody, and Brody's just panting for some reason. All that watching me work really,
yeah,
really made him real
I was
tired.
tired. I had to take a walk to do that.
Yeah,
that was tiring.
Yeah, still pretty optimistic at this point.
Yeah, at that point you can tell we were still like in good spirits.
Yeah,
yeah. We were. That was easy. That part was the easy part.
For you.
Yeah, well, maybe you should be more in shape. Maybe you should be the one who doesn't get winded after walking 2 steps in the water.
Walking 2 steps? I pushed you like 200 yards.
Is that what you think? Okay, then where's the footage? Where's the footage? Where's the footage?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Don't stop. See if we can keep getting this flint and steel, but same Minecraft.
Can you hurry up?
I'm trying.
Please.
All right, where's the lighter?
You mean other flint and steel?
Where's the other flint and steel?
Let me get you the other flint and steel. This is a modern flint and steel, actually. Far more efficient.
Maybe. Oh, I see it for you. Oh, let's get this guy going.
500 flint and steels.
Easy. Yeah, do it. Alright, that's good. That's good. Alright, that was easy.
This is the start, so the idea is you scoop the middle with your hands, and then once it's scooped, then you can make it a little deeper to put the kettle in to get the water out of.
Alright, as you can see here, we have our pot, and it is boiling. Created this little tiny tripod. And Brody is smashing logs. So that's kind of... You're gonna hurt yourself.
No, I'm not.
So hopefully that paracord doesn't get burnt and break. But we should be good. Yeah, now we're just gonna boil this water. Probably just keep boiling water for a while. I'm pretty thirsty. Keep gathering firewood. We might fish tonight, I don't know. Actually, next we gotta build our shelter first. So we gotta think of some ideas for that, but we're doing well. Okay, minor change. So instead of the paracord, we got a stick. stick that's holding it, so we can just take it right off like that rather than undo it. And there you go. Perfect. Look at this dude. Really think
I'm
you
trying to live my life.
cringe.
So, still feeling pretty confident. Brody's real giddy. He's in shorts, digging a hole.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
When we got there, I think you were already out of water,
Oh yeah, I was guzzing.
and I think I spilled like half of mine.
Yep. Yeah, because
So-
you brought like a Yeti coffee cup.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we needed to get water fast.
We were gonna die.
We were gonna literally die. So we just got the fire started. I think we tried to use the flint and steel and just like,
Oh yeah, I was trying for like 15 minutes. I got super mad, and I'm like, this is stupid. We have 50 lighters on this trip. Yeah. still pretty good.
something I want everyone to watch out for that I made Ezra aware of. I did not get on my knees a single time during the trip.
Which is crazy. I was on my knees the whole time.
I didn't get on my knees a single time because I just didn't want my knees to get dirty and wet, and grimy.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I was just squatting.
Yeah, that's
Squat.
crazy mobility.
All right, we got the iodine tablet in the boiled water. Ezra's gonna try drinking it here.
It said we were supposed to wait 30 minutes for the iodine to disintegrate, but we've been working a lot. We're pretty thirsty. We
Yeah.
got our life straw.
It's good enough.
We boiled the water. We, if we
It's
get
fine.
sick- yeah, I think it's fine. Let's see what she tastes like.
Of course, just like I did with the Taylors, I will not be testing this first. Wow, you're thirsty.
Well, you really gotta suck with that life straw.
How is it?
It's good.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Is it fresh?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
With sand in there and everything?
Well, this gets it all out.
That's
Nice little
that's
knockoff life straw. It's an American Red
true.
Cross.
Here, let me get some too.
So if I get sick, I'm suing the American Red Cross.
Yeah, they don't need any money. All right,
Get in there, dog.
I'm in there.
I'm in there, dog. Get that.
This is terrible. This sucks. Oh, that sucks.
What? Are you just getting complete iodine?
Yes, I think I have the tablet sucked into this thing. This is horrible.
Oh, it's good, dude. Just drink it straight. Screw it.
I'm thirsty.
Nummy. It is good.
Yummy.
Nummy in my tummy.
Yeah, so nummy in my dummy.
Oh, I don't regret that. That sounds like something I'd say. That's pretty funny. Like,
Yeah,
this is terrible.
yeah, it was terrible.
I thought it was pretty. It tasted
What?
fresh.
I'm just glad, I never test things first. Like the spring water at the caves. That's why I let Josh and Sophia test it
Oh,
first.
so you let me drink it first.
Yeah, just in case there's a pathogen in the water, then
Okay.
I know you're gonna die, and then I have time to get to the hospital. No, it's serious.
Oh, jeez. No, that was. I should have brought the kettle up to my mouth with the straw.
I
Rather
don't know
than
what you were doing.
leave the kettle on the ground and put the straw in the kettle. Looking back now, not my finest moment.
You're like a cat over a water bowl that hadn't drank in like 2 days. Just laughing it up.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That's
I
pretty
think
embarrassing.
I was saying things to you and you weren't even responding.
I was thirsty.
You were sucking on the life straw.
It was good water. It's good water.
Should probably take it off the water, off of there. Okay, we have crafted the shelter and boiled water again. The kettle was white, silver before, and now, if you turn it around, it is dark black because.
Black.
But Ezra had a great idea for paracord. To paracord in some handmade steaks so we can keep the. Well, it's janky, but it'll keep the. It'll keep us warm. So things are coming along swimmingly. Okay, we have 3 piles of wood here. You can see this next to my foot for scale. Pretty large piles. Boiling more water. We're basically going to try to stay as hydrated as possible. Every time we put a pot of water on, we're just going to try to drink it up. This is our shelter. It's got a bed of grass under there. Keep us off the sand and a little clean if we could. Next to the fire here. Hopefully that's catching some of the heat. It's definitely warmer in there than it is outside.
Brody got water in the already boiled water. We were trying to cool it down in the water. Nice work, Brody. Get our shelter. I'm gonna go do some fishing. Caught some shiners in the cast net. Might be committing a crime right now. We hear people behind us. This is definitely private property. However, that is a risk we're willing to take.
We got shad jumping. We got a cast net. We might have an event. Let's see. Look at that. 2 fish. Grab him too. Look at that. Captured. And that's supper.
That's dinner. I got 2, 4, 6, 7 frogs and a bunch of little shiners in here.
Yeah. No, Ezra's gonna use these guys as bait, unfortunately.
This guy's bait right here.
That's sad.
Flathead be like.
So something happened.
I'm not really enjoying this trip. I think I'm starting to enjoy this trip.
Give me a face shot.
Hey. That's what's for dinner.
So, all right, cool. Well, we got one.
This is dinner, baby. Heck yeah.
So you got one.
Got a fish.
All
Got a
around.
fish. I wish we'd have videoed the fight and like,
Yeah.
because the rod was all the way at the end of like a mud bank, and almost like it's a really steep mud bank.
Well, by the time I could have gotten over there, you'd already had it in hand.
Yeah, no, it was kind of crazy though, because it was the very farthest rod, and the bell just started jingling, and it was really dark out. It was pretty cool. It's pretty hype.
Well, I remember we sent that photo to Mark. I texted him that we had caught that fish, and he was like worried. He was worried that it was going to be too easy because we caught a big fish. We had a good shelter. We had fire and water.
Yeah.
And a little more foreshadowing.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing here, Ezra?
So I got this little maple branch, nice and green. Let me turn this off. Nice and green so it doesn't burn. We're gonna skewer this through the fish, and then we're gonna get some little Y sticks, and we're just gonna roast that thing. Nice slow roast over the fire.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time. I gotta gut the fish. It's bleeding out right now. It's hanging out over there.
We'll spare you just seeing that.
We'll spare that. It's pretty nasty scene, but we're thankful he gave his life, and we're thankful he's for dinner. Should be a good night.
We're eating food because we need it, not because we're just hungry for fish.
Yeah, we're not just killing stuff, So we appreciate the guy giving his life, and he'll make us happy, and he gave his life not in vain, hopefully. So
What have we done here, Ezra?
So we've successfully gutted the fish, cut the tail, bled it, skewered it, and are currently cooking it. This should be a pretty good dinner. It's probably gonna take a while. Gonna slow roast it. We have no seasonings. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Appreciate that. Not even any salt, but
No salt.
the natural Wapsie flavor I heard is pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it should taste pretty good. I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah, I like the taste of nitrogen-based fertilizers. So,
And I haven't eaten since lunch.
there you go.
I'm basically starving, so
Yep.
I'm pretty excited for
We're
this.
warm, though.
Sorry, Brody.
Sorry, Brody.
She's cooked. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's some good looking meat.
Okay.
I mean, a bit. A little impromptu chopsticks, maybe? Question mark. Maybe if it's cooked. Can't really.
Nice. Oh my god. You're mashing up all the
I
meat.
know.
All right.
Mmm. Tastes like fish. Alright. Fish is tasting pretty good. However,
We have a small announcement. I think today's the day. Today's the day I stopped being a vegetarian. And this feels very strange to do. It's not bad.
whoa. That's crazy. Good for you. You're a man now.
All right. First of all, that fish was clearly undercooked. Clearly undercooked. Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Good
It was just
job.
sushi. It's just sushi. I don't know how to cook a big catfish over a fire. It was my first time doing that, dude. I don't know.
Well,
I knew it wasn't gonna hurt us.
either
It
way.
might have hurt you. You haven't eaten meat in 6 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was like,
Pretty crazy moment.
yeah, I had that recorded.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, that's. Yeah, I kept that under wraps for like a month and a half, basically till Thanksgiving. And we knew we were this was gonna happen. So
You know it has the most nutrients? Raw fish.
raw fish, raw fish that
Over a campfire.
we literally fresh from the river.
Yeah.
We're here. Ezra's really tuckered out.
Tuckered out, man. I'm ready to go to bed.
It's time.
It's
I
time
mean,
to.
it's
We're gonna pack in for the night and hopefully get some good sleep. I doubt it, but hopefully get
Well,
a
you
couple
know.
hours. I'll be happy with that. It's a full moon.
I'll be happy with 2 hours.
I'll be happy with 2 or 3 hours. Hopefully we get that. But
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna add some logs to the fire and hit the hay.
Say it was a very successful first day.
So you just saw, like, we're trying to go to bed. We're discussing how much sleep we're gonna get. You can see in Ezra's eyes, like, he's done. He's ready for the day to be over.
I'm eepy.
He's eeped.
I'm eeped.
He needs to go to bed.
I needed to.
He needs his sleep.
And we're like, yeah. If we get 2 hours, I really thought we'd at least get that. I really did. I mean, that was really lowballing it for
That
what
was
we
a
thought was
lowball.
gonna happen.
I was hoping for 4. I was hoping for 4. But you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Yeah.
How you doing, Ezra?
I'm cold. I'm tired. It's about what 11:30.
It's 11:45 right now.
11:45. Shelter looks good. Doesn't sleep good.
No.
We don't really have any good padding. The sand isn't as comfy as it looks. It's cold.
No. Yeah.
The grass isn't doing anything. That was a stupid idea.
No, it kept us off the sand.
I don't care about the sand.
Well-
I'm going to sleep in the sand right now, so I've crafted my own bed. Basically, just by doing this.
Like a worm instead of an angel.
Future! It's like the SpongeBob episode.
You're doing too much. Yeah, this is pretty horrifying.
Yeah, it's not great.
I am not anticipating, or I'm not excited for tomorrow night.
No.
Like this
now
is
we know what we're on to.
Yeah.
For.
plan is to get some sleep tomorrow when we don't have to worry about a fire.
Hopefully. We'll see. I don't know. We're going to try to sleep if we can tonight, but I think if we do, it's going to be like this. Just right by the fire and
Yeah.
for about 30 or 40 minutes.
If that. I'd also like to state that if I was not being monetarily compensated, I would have already left.
I hate to say it, I may have too. If I were to have a sleeping pad, like one blanket, I could stay out here for months.
I think, yeah, if I had a cot or something.
But without that,
Oh, dude.
This sucks.
What would you say your enthusiasm was at like out of 10 before coming here?
Oh, before? Oh, I'd say a solid like 7.8.
I'd say I was like an 8, like a little bit more than you, because I just didn't know what I was really getting myself into.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did. I still didn't think it'd be this bad.
Where are you at now?
Oh, man. Probably sitting a solid 3.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it'll get better tomorrow. Hopefully we can sleep tomorrow and do some more fishing, some exploring, but just knowing what we're in for overnight again.
Oh, I'm more or less just kind of like mentally fortifying myself to get through the rest of this trip. But for now,
This is good. We're surviving.
yeah, just
Not by choice.
36 more hours.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's just looking back at this footage, it really makes us think we were being just babies. But I'm trying to really remember in the moment how terrible it was. And it's been like
Yeah.
almost 2 months at this point, so it's hard to really remember. Because like me watching this footage, and I'm sure you feel the same way, like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Like that's so
I kind of
easy.
do, but I also know, like, I wouldn't want to do it again. Like, I don't know if I want to.
See, I'm different. I'm looking at this like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Like this is so easy.
Yeah,
But I mean, obviously it wasn't. Because we
maybe if we had just tried to not sleep.
yeah.
But see, okay, that's another thing. You can hear we're like negotiating with some fake person as to like what we should have
If
got.
I'd have just had a sleeping bag and
Yeah, like if we had just
Pillow.
one thing, it would have changed everything.
Oh man,
Which-
we were still planning to stay at this point.
We were,
thinking
yeah.
about the next night, but it was both of us. The seed was planted in our head.
That's the thing. At this point, like,
we were
we're
both
going through
really
the-
thinking it.
we're literally going through the 5 stages of grief.
Mhm,
We're like halfway to acceptance. Like, we're not gonna make it.
mhm.
And the next video, you're gonna see depression.
All right. It's about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm cold. I'm tired. I think we slept combined between both of us less than an hour. We're running out of firewood. We thought we'd have plenty. We were wrong.
Yeah. So we might be in a position where, you know, we're dead tired, and we got to go chop wood in the pitch black, just so we don't freeze to death out here. So spirits are low right now.
Yeah, not doing so hot.
Yeah, morale is
All-time low,
All-time
for sure. Thinking about the things that could be, like our beds.
like our beds.
Oh my gosh, my hips. We are just hurting.
Yeah.
I burned. I caught on fire.
Oh yeah, you got burned. Our shelter is just woefully inadequate.
It's just horrible.
It's yeah. And really wish we would have picked the blanket then instead.
But even then, dude.
Even then, like, what does the blanket do?
Realistically, the blanket's not going to do that much more. Because, Brody, I got no more layers than you.
Yeah.
And I'm still freezing.
Oh yeah, I chose a sweatshirt without a hood, and I have no like actual winter clothes on at all. I mean, my outermost layer is sweatpants. I chose wrong.
Yeah, morale is low, to use the words of the video.
Yeah, I caught on fire. Kinda. I was
Yeah.
like, I had been asleep for like a minute or two, like half asleep, half not. And I felt my hand burning after the fire crackled.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was pretty horrible because then I was scared to try to sleep the rest of the night by the fire.
Well, tell him when you saw me standing next to you.
Oh, yeah. So I'm like trying to lay there and sleep, and Brody's just pacing. It's like 3 in the morning. Brody's just pacing. I'm like,
Hadn't
oh my
sat down on or got on my knees the whole night. By
Yeah.
the way.
yeah, had not on his knees, hadn't sat down, nothing the whole night. And Brody walks over. I'm like half asleep, half awake, and I just open my eyes and I just see a pair of boots, a pair of legs standing right beside me, and I don't move because I didn't realize Brody had been up. Like I did, but I hadn't.
You you were sleepy. You couldn't really tell.
Yeah, so I just assumed he was laying down. So I'm like sitting there. I'm like, who is standing 4 feet from my head right now?
You're like ready to attack.
Yeah. I was getting myself hyped up without like giving it away to jump up, and then like 10 seconds there, I'm like, oh, those are Brody's snow boots. Standing there.
No, dude,
It's
that's just
just,
psychopaths that are gonna hold a gun to your head
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and we were pretty just sleep deprived, cold, pissed off.
As I described, the shelter was woefully inadequate.
Yeah.
No heat was being captured in that at all. I mean, I am shocked that we ever thought that would work.
I mean, I thought it was a good idea. I think if I'd had to redo it again with zero knowledge, I'd have done it the same way.
Yeah, I would have too, but like, dude, we basically just like, that was just like a YouTube video copy, and we had no context for what needed to work and where it needed to be placed where.
No, we should have had. That was the one thing on this trip. If we'd have had much like, it only we should have just been studying one thing, and that would have been how to make a bed or some sort of shelter to stay warm in our region. Because there's a ton of ways you can build a shelter or stay warm, but not on a sandbar on the Wapsie in eastern Iowa in October.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like there's, you can build a bed with the branches and sticks. Well, we didn't have certain things to build the bed. And I'm sure these are just excuses, but we were just heavily undereducated on building shelters and something to sleep on.
Yeah. I definitely agree.
Next time.
About 6:45 a.m. Ezra's trying to catch some sleep still. It's been a very rough night. Morale is at an all-time low. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna head out of here. I can see the sun rising right now. And I hate it. Alright, it's about 8 a.m. Ezra's in a catatonic state.
Yeah, whatever that means.
We have called in our emergency evacuation. We are vacating the premise. And we may have bit off a little more than we could chew. So we're gonna head out of here, come back to the drawing board, and maybe do this another time.
Be allowed. A cot and a blanket. Because outside of that, it's pretty nice, but only sleeping, what do you think, like an hour and a half combined?
Not even. I did not sleep tonight.
Okay, Brody didn't sleep. I slept in like 5-10 minute spurts. But then I'd catch on fire, so.
Yeah, you caught on fire. Show him the glove.
Oh yeah, I burned my glove. Got a little burn there. So that jolted me awake. This isn't.
I feel like we were set up to fail almost. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that's why it's called a challenge.
That's true. This was very challenging.
It was.
This was a test.
So yeah, I think we're gonna pack up and skedaddle. I think money just ain't worth it.
No, I don't.
At this point, I want to see my girlfriend. I want to sleep in a bed. That's about it.
I think even if that money was doubled right now, I still wouldn't stay out here another night. Because the amount of work we'd have to do today, we ran through all of our wood.
I mean, that wasn't that. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but like, just knowing what we're in for tonight. Again, another 12 hours of darkness and no sleep. That's tough.
I mean, what's your morale at right now?
Bad. I mean, the sun's up, but I'm sitting like even worse just because I know like we're failing. So I'm like 2.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just because I know what we're in store for tonight if we do stay.
I think we were saying last night, we had a bad night last night just because we knew we had to do it again the next night after like 12 hours of daylight.
Or
Your body was making up random illnesses last night.
oh yeah, dude, my hip. I was asleep on my hip, and it hurt super bad. Super bad, like my hip and the lower back. But then I slept for another 5 or 10 minutes in another position and it was okay. And then, I don't know. It's just mega discomfort, mega cold. And a god-awful shelter. Just staring at us.
It's also hunting season.
I mean, we got our orange life vests that are sitting 15 feet away from us.
What about your deer-colored hat? That's sitting right above the grass level, right there where the private property is and the guns are at.
You know, at this point, I wouldn't even be that mad about it.
All right, so morale is at an all-time
Morale's
low.
not doing great. Morale is, needless to say, not doing great.
This is not a failure.
Technically, it is.
In the sense of the challenge,
But
yes, but like
I'm just not looking forward to what Matt, Mark, Dad.
when's the last time they were out here? We are the ones literally suffering.
I know, they're just going to give us so much
They have
crap.
no idea what happened here. It was bad last night when you were asleep or like I didn't have any internet. I couldn't sleep. I literally just sat in that cold tent there for 12 hours.
That's okay, though.
That's all right. You guys can bully us for
Fine.
making me eat a fish.
That's a bad part. Yeah, Brody ate a fish. I spent like $200 in prep for this trip. Now we're both just out. Brody's out his 6 years of
I'm out my dignity.
he's out his dignity, and I'm out $200. I don't know which is worse.
I think mine's a lot worse.
No, I don't know, Brody. I don't know. I like my money.
So we're gonna get this thing cleaned up, and that's all.
That's all, folks.
Okay, 8:31. We're off. We succeeded one night. We did not succeed two. B&E camps for one night. This is day 2, snag 1 that we're in. And Ezra is dead tired.
Yeah, I only did it 15 times yesterday.
No, it was 8, but we're gonna make it, just not quickly. Okay, we finished up our trip here. Got the boat. Grandpa showed up. And we're pretty beat. No sleep. Lots of snags getting back here, and probably do a post-trip wrap-up once we've both had a good night's rest, and then move on from there.
So, 2 months later, we'll finally do our wrap up of this trip.
As long as it gets done. So, I mean, overall, like, are you happy, unhappy, or neutral about it?
Oh, very unhappy. Very.
Okay.
I just looking back at the videos, I think we babied out. We shouldn't have, but
We
just got to
definitely did.
trust myself in the moment that it was terrible, and it was, but it doesn't seem quite as terrible now. But up until 9 p.m. that first night, it was a good time. It was pretty. Catching fish, eating fish,
Oh, yeah.
at shelter, playing Survivor. It was a good time. Even the trip back was really pretty.
Yeah, it
We
was.
just couldn't appreciate it as
Well,
much.
there were some hiccups with that. There were people with guns
Oh.
shooting ducks. Like, we had to travel past a couple people.
Yeah,
who
they had their decoys out. And,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that was,
we were downrange.
Yeah, that's fine.
But no, I mean, I think I'm overall pretty happy with how it went. Mainly because, you know, that was our first time doing something like that. And
Yeah.
to get through a night, you know, as much as it sucked, like, I know that if we did it again, we could get through it.
Yeah.
Because now we know what we have to go through. And with
Yeah.
better preparation, like, mentally preparing ourselves to not get sleep,
Mm-hmm. Dressing a little better.
yeah, you probably should have dressed up a little warmer.
Maybe not show up in snow boots and sweatpants and
I was fine.
crew neck sweatshirt.
I was fine. I didn't develop any chronic illnesses on the spot.
Those
'cause
were
I was
real.
depressed.
Those were real in the moment.
Because I was depressed.
I was. I missed my girlfriend.
But-
I was cold.
Overall, I mean, we failed. I mean,
Miserably.
you're welcome,
Thanks.
Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
You're gonna get this video. Not have to pay out. Gonna be a lot of laughs had.
So
But,
happy for you.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
that's the video. That's the survival trip. I never want to talk about it again.
No, we've talked about it way too much.
All right.
Ham sandwich.